Pixel Merchant Center, this is one of the things that will make or break your campaign. Now, sneaky Google will tell you, and it will pick up for your Performance Max campaign. You do not want that. It was called like a smart shopping campaign before. You click standard shopping campaign and click on continue.
Yeah, as a general rule, Google likes you to spend money, but as your
Everyone
job
does
is to spend it intelligently so that you're getting a return on that.
Yeah, everyone does love that, I have to admit. So yeah, campaign name, what I like to do without complicating stuff is TOF. So it's like top of the funnel campaign. You don't have to do that, but I like to put it as shopping. Then what's the goal? Conversions, sales, whatever. And then I put my initials so I know I made this campaign. So if I mess up, I know it's me and my clients can blame me. So that's why I put my initials here.
Yeah. I think it helps, by the way, regardless of whether you have Roberts or whatever, but to have some kind of naming convention. So when you go back and look at it later, you can tell what it is you're running and what you were trying to accomplish with that.
Yeah, because top of the funnel is for people who never, let's say, who never heard about your products, your brand. So somebody that is like cold. And if you want retargeting, you can type in BOF. So bottom of the funnel, people that added something to the cart but didn't buy. But that's entirely up to you. This helps me, and I'm doing this for like years, and it helped me out. In here, I would put no filter. You don't want to filter. Like, why would you want to filter out your products? You want to sell anything and everything you have in stock. Local products, same. I would turn this on if they're in local stores, but personally, you're selling it online, so it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
And that's it. This is something that you don't really need to use, and it's pretty advanced, but you don't really need it. It's just gonna complicate your life. So
most of the stuff, by the way, here I hear from a lot of folks is like overwhelming because they get hit with so many options and they don't know what half the stuff means. But a lot of it you can just like kind of ignore, other than like
kind of skip
a couple of very important settings.
Okay, now this is the most, I would say, important part, not according, but regarding Pixel Merchant Center. This is one of the things that will make or break your campaign. So let me try to explain this. If your account, campaign, and your pixel data, so if you don't have conversions happening on your website, Google is not tracking conversions. So you do not have people going to your website, you're not getting purchases, you don't have any data. So you're at the zero starting point. If you're at the zero starting point, you start with manual CPC. That's it. You start with manual CPC. If you have data, if you have, let's say, you can actually write the number. If you have around 60 to 120 sales, so purchases a month, you can click on target ROAS. Why is that? What's the difference? If it has enough data, target ROAS will get you the best results on Google Shopping Ads, if you ask me. So, but it needs data. It needs to gather data, and it needs to have, conversions happening on your website.
Yeah.
For the simplicity now, you're going to do manual CPC. So manual CPC until you get sales. Then you can, the cool thing about Google is if you change this from manual CPC after like 5 months to target ROAS, it will work even better. So it will optimize even better. And that's it. If you don't have time to go every day, look at the products, look at the cost per clicks, then click on maximize clicks. This is going to be automatic, but you're going to spend a little bit more money. Only my 2 cents. So if you don't want to spend a lot of time in Google Ads, which you should, maximize clicks. If not, manual CPC. That's it. You don't have to do this. You just want manual CPC. Budget. Now the budget depends on how many products you have. Usually higher the budget, faster the testings. That's it. That's my rule of thumb, and that's basically the rule, I would say.
Yeah.
Because if you have a smaller budget and 1,000 products, it's gonna take forever to test everything. If you have 3 products, $5 is more than enough per day. My suggestion is $5 per product. If you have, like I mentioned, 1,000 products, I'm gonna show you how to do it separately with a smaller budget or something like that. So let's say,
can I just add one thing in there as a general rule? Because this is something that comes up across a gazillion different ad platforms. Like, what should I use as my budget? As a general rule, when you run ads, if your stuff is not like been proven already to sell 1,000 times, then usually you're going to lose money before you're going to make it. So I think it makes sense to understand that, like, the initial testing budget, what you're going to get back more than anything is data about what is working. You'll get a large number of things that aren't working and a few things that are, and then you want to kind of like trim the fat and optimize it. But as a general rule, like, my advice is, like, put in there what you can afford to lose, because you're probably going to lose it before you make it.
yeah, really good percentage, I would say. Use like 5% of your general profits, 5%, and just blast it into the ads. Forget about the money, test around. And that's a really good thing you mentioned, Frankie. Like, at the beginning, you'll probably lose money. Maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe it will be like the best campaign in your life. But the cool thing about Google is, when you optimize the campaign and when you see it works, you turn off everything that doesn't work. This works for weeks. You can just increase the budget. So you can start with $10 a day, play around with it for a month. If it works, you can ramp it up to $100 a day, and it will still work. That's it. As long as there is there is a nice amount of searches every month. If there is no searches for a product, then yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, if people are searching for it, you can just ramp it up. That's the cool thing about Google. And that's the best thing about Google. So let's say, I don't know, let's say you want to test, I don't know, 2 products or 3 products. Let's say $10. And always when you're testing, don't overspend, of course. You don't have to spend a lot, but spend some money.
Hey guys, if you like this video, you'll probably also like our free Facebook group, Beyond Agency Profits, Agency Lifestyle Design. You can get free copies of the book inside here. I look ridiculous. We're doing weekly Q&As, giving answers to all your questions. Some of the best, smartest, brightest people. We've got lots of industry leaders doing 7, 8 figures and beyond. It's a literal who's who of the brightest agency owners that I know, as well as lots of tips on scaling and stuff, books that work. So if you're not already part of it, you're going to want to be part of it. So make sure to click the link. I put it in the description of the video as well as in the pinned top comment below. So just scroll down and you can join, and it's totally free.